We're in the middle of a profound technological shift. I think we all are hearing about it, reading about it, feeling it, being a part of it. And everybody's asking the question, what can AI do for me, or how can I translate it? What can it do for growth? What can it do for workers? What can it do for countries and national security? We are talking about it, that it has the potential to grow capacity, to modernize industries, expand opportunity. It also will transform how we work and where we work and how we work. And the question is, are governments prepared for that real transformation of a society? So we need to make sure that as it deploys in a way that empowers people, empowers institutions, and builds a more resilient global economy. Few leaders are truly at this intersection, though. I am certainly not that leader, but in that intersection of technology, national security, and the real economy, the way Alex Karp is. As co-founder and CEO of Palantir, Alex has closely worked with defense and governments, private organizations to apply how AI can be used in more of the critical areas. And it's really important. And I must say, my conversations that I've had with Alex over the last year has really enlightened me. So I'm looking forward to this, Alex. So let me just start off. Sovereign states have often been early adapters of advanced technology. And I think we're seeing that really very, very intimately in the United States. But from your perspective, how is AI supporting decision-making in defense and security?
Well, first of all, delighted to be here. And with that introduction, maybe I should just stop. Let's go downhill from here. Would you like to talk about our returns some more? And I'll just,
It's just time. I've been public now 26 years. So,
I think one of the things to remember, like the backdrop of your question, I think is though you have in America, and I would say also in Europe, historically, and then, there was a very famous socialist German historian who was what you've seen. So first of all, it could deal with a company that's but just to say, yeah.
But don't you need to know where you want to go to ask the right question?
Actually, let me reframe it.
Yeah.
You have to know where you are to know where you want to go.
Okay.
So, like the point I'm making with this exegesis is, let
me translate this now. I mean, there's so much technology that was created from defense, whether it was the internet, GPS. How do you envision this translating from defense and military to corporations, to businesses, to society?
Well, first of all, and yeah.
So what is the basic hindrance in the adoption of AI? Is it just legacy systems, legacy issues? How do we accelerate the adoption that it's good for humanity?
Well, I mean, moving to like everybody, there's not like,
You suggested repeatedly about how AI could strengthen foundations for an economy, especially we're seeing that in the United States. How rapidly can AI change the growth trajectory? Because you mentioned that earlier about how it could improve the economies, the well-being of companies.
Well, or like I mean, and for 18 years, everyone thought we were like a business joke. And now lots of business people want my advice. You know, the only people who don't want my advice at Palantir about business are Palantir engineers. They're like, hey, Alex, I have an idea about how we could just be in a much better company. And it's always like, yeah, it's like literally McDonald's, but it's like, we should have some titles and you should stop speaking in public. And yeah, and then, I mean, there's probably right about speaking in public sometimes. I certainly admit that.
I don't think you did anything wrong today.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you for that high praise. One of the keys to success is setting the bar very low.
Yes, no, I don't believe that's how you operate, Palantir. One last question. Where will the curve of AI go in the utilization? In the United States, in other developed economies? Well, what about the developing economies? How can they participate in this? I mean, I read a research report yesterday that said the application of AI has been so dominant by societies of high education or companies of high education. And they're seeing a very big divergence that is occurring already. And it's so much based on the application of education and how that is being utilized. So is AI going to create a greater imbalance in our world in terms of growth?
And then my father's family came from a part of Germany, and I really care about Europe, and especially the German parts of Europe, where I had many of my best years. I still fantasize of going back to grad school, not for the learning reasons.
You're going to have more fun?
I had so much fun.
Oh.
We won't go into that. But it's like endless. Sometimes when I'm traveling across the country, I just think of grad school. But it's that.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.